Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast. For today, we are talking about episode 10 of Tengoku Daimakyo. I am Nick. With me is Josh.
Hello.
This episode is the payoff to the last episode. It starts immediately in on Maru and Kiruko riding with Juichi because he came back and showed them that he had an 11 tattooed on him. It was just higher up on his arm. Again, super weird storytelling choice.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I
so it can be so much more dramatic.
again, this I'm gonna be honest. I assume this is like how it went in the manga too, but this definitely reeks of the author planned on bringing another character in to actually be from that town, and then decided to just simplify it by like, oh no, actually it is him, and
I
cut out
I
the
wouldn't put it
yeah.
past them.
Yeah, like this screams, oh, actually, no, I do want to do this now, so I'm just going to, nope, this is a real thing after all. This is for realsies. So anyway, it starts with them riding with Juichi to where the all women's camp is, basically, at gunpoint from Kiruko, because Kiruko does not trust him after he comes back to show off. Yeah, actually, I actually was a breeding pig. I want to go save my son after all. Again, weird choice. Maru checks, makes sure the tattoo's real, and then off they go.
Oh,
A lot of this episode's early part is just like, hey, we're gonna help you get your baby back. All right, cool. Thank you for
yeah.
helping me get my baby back. Yep, just remember, we're helping you get your baby back. All right, thanks for helping me get my baby back. No problem. We're gonna help you get your baby back.
Change in animation style,
Yep. Oh yeah, dude, like
and then
the
we'll get your
stills, just the still shots for a while, you can tell this is like them saving money in certain spots. And then like
because they've only done that one other time. I think that was like the very beginning.
which I'm gonna say this too, they spent such little money and then like Juichi bouncing Kiriko's boobs is so fluid by comparison. I'm like, okay, so this is where you just put all that budget, huh? You
Yeah,
just
gentle
put it in
visit.
there. Like all the budget went to this part right here.
I have to warn you, you're too big.
Yep.
You'll
You
be in
don't
danger.
you don't understand the leader of the women. If you're bigger than her, she's gonna fucking kill you. There's plenty of women who cut off their breasts to avoid getting kicked out of the compound. And then Maru dresses up as a girl and is immediately just like, Kawaii's all fuck.
Yeah, making Kiriko just super jealous.
Yep. Which one of us is hotter? Well, it's still you, because you're a
Yes,
lady. All right.
dub for me.
I'm gonna be honest. I still don't 100% get what Kiriko is going for in life. Like, you're upset that people call you a woman, and then when another character might be prettier than you, you're upset by the concept that there might be a prettier girl than you.
I mean, to be fair, I would want to make sure I'm prettier than Maru as well.
That's fair. I'm just saying. Can't have your cake and eat it too.
God damn, I'm gonna have both.
Yep. So they go into the compound and see it's been completely trashed. Everything's been destroyed. It's dilapidated. And it turns out that, in fact, there's a man-eater here that is able to freeze things.
Cold as ice.
Hmm Yep.
They're willing to sacrifice for their
Yep.
love.
Yep. Yep.
I had to.
No, I get it. I get it. So the way this man eater works is it freezes things that are close to it. So if you get away from it, you're fine. Otherwise, you have to charge in and just attack head on because you're not going to get much of an opportunity. It
Yeah.
freezes things so quickly. It freezes the moisture on their faces, freezes breath, freezes everything. They
And
managed to scare it off.
points out like she figures this out like super quick.
Oh yeah, like right away figures it out. They fire. Kiriko fires upstairs to like scare it off. Goes to it. It's this cool spider-looking one. Uh, she manages to figure. She manages to figure out how it works. Charges in and fires on it, which cuts off half of its body. And Maru tries to like do the whole Maru touch thing on it. It's like, well, I can like enter its body, but I can't find the core, so the core must have been in the other half that ran off. Sorry. So yeah. Um that one doesn't show back up this episode if I'm remembering right.
Nope. Last time we see it.
Yeah.
For now, at least.
So anyway, cut back to Juichi uh in jail. He's well in his breeding cell. He's given a little trinket by the two women that banged him to start a family.
Yes. Speaking of that, we've seen them before, obviously.
Hmm.
I'll take a guess who they were.
Um, it's got to be two of the. Let me back up. It's two of the Academy girls because it has to be just
Mhm.
based off of the fact that Jugo, the son, has powers. Looking at them, um, one has dark hair, and it's the girl with the short dark hair, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then the other one has lighter hair. Trying to place who that one is. Uh, can't say for sure on that one.
It's so early on where we see those two girls like in the woods making
Oh, the
out.
two girl. Yeah, okay,
Yeah, it's Nanaki and Isla.
yeah. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
And I don't remember if Isla actually becomes a man eater and fuses in with that with Nanaki, but the spider is 100% Nanaki.
Okay. See, and that's kind of something that I'm really curious about how the process of becoming a man eater works, because they were both supposedly executed, and then she
Yes.
turns into one. So that makes me wonder, like, what happened with Shiro after he killed himself.
I There is something that not all of them have the gene or something or disease
Hmm.
that manifests.
Okay. Okay. I'll accept that for right now.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'd have to
when
relook at it, but there is an actual reason.
okay. I mean, I'm trusting on that. But yeah, so Juichi's like, well, they show up and it's like, yeah, there's no one there. Sorry, it's just a man-eater nest, and like maybe they escaped before it became a man-eater nest, but like that's all there is right now. So like we can't find them, but like they're probably still out there. And immediately, some guys show up who were like the other breeding pigs, and it's oh, which ones was it? So they know he's 11, and it's 6 and 9 that are there. Which by the end of the episode, we find out that
Easy.
9 was the one who that it wasn't that the guards just accidentally stumbled on them. It's that as they were escaping, 9 started yelling to the guards.
Ooh, bad move, bud.
Mm. Which Juichi's like, I mean, maybe he saw it as a betrayal of like a betrayal that we tried to escape and leave them behind. But at the same point of time, because of this, life became way harder for me and they died. Which he brings up that as he's fucking killing 9 at the end of the episode. But anyway, they ride together to the new compound. We find out that they escaped the all women's camp when the man eater attacked, and they take him to meet his son Jugo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's finally getting to be the daddy he wants to be.
Yep. So they the Maru and Kiruko enjoy like relaxing, like having a good meal, living like semi comfortably as Juichi gets to bond with his son for the first time since he escaped. And of course, lo and behold, in the night, uh, they think that the man eater has come to attack because everything starts to freeze. And they're freaking out, and Kiruko goes, grabs Jugo to try to protect him, tells everyone like you need to outrun, like get away from the man eater because it has a sphere of attack, and the farther away you get, the less it affects you until you get out of its range. So she grabs the kid, starts running, and is like, why can't I escape its like range of attack? Is it chasing me? I don't see it. Where is it? And of course, the reveal is that Jugo is the one doing this instead. And Maru
Jugo
grabs,
is the Hyotoko.
yep, grabs him, runs him off, drops him on the road, and is like, okay, see, look, like you're thawing now, and around him, it's still freezing. So I think that kid is the Hiruko, the man eater. I think he's one of them, just like the monster. And I think I that's the setup of like it's more setup of the whole the core the person with the core and the monster are the same thing.
Yep. Oh, and I was right. They all don't have the disease technically.
Okay.
Why some of them don't transform, or if they die before their core actually begins to deteriorate, and that's what becomes the man eater.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So is that why like Taro's just had like an exposed core when he died?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, Jugo breaks out of the ice cocoon he makes for himself and starts crying. Cut to the academy where they're looking at Tokyo's ultrasound to find that in fact there is a baby in there.
Hmm. Yeah. Sorry, Tokyo. You got a parasite. We're
Yep.
gonna have to remove it.
She's messaging Kona, and it's clear that quite a lot of time has passed because now her hair is longer and she's clearly showing.
Mm-hmm.
And the one doctor tells the woman like, "Hey, so that kid's gonna be born soon," and she like turns around, grabs him, clearly freaking out. He's like, "No, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine."
It'll be alright.
Yep. And then cut back to Maru and Kiruko, who they give Kiruko some medicine as payment for her work. And
It's only expired by 10 years.
yeah, I mean, who else is making it anymore?
Yeah, true.
And Juichi gives her his car because they have a better one. So, you're doing me a favor by taking this fucking rust bucket. It's kind of like a nice
I feel that.
moment.
I feel that though. I've gotten some pretty shitty car.
Yeah. It's got like a nice moment vibes. And then we see like Jugo playing with blocks, and there's like little red splatters on the blocks, which is and like one on his sleeve, which when we eventually see that Juichi's killed the other guy, makes sense. But at the time, it's like, huh, weird. I think you're supposed to
Yeah,
just believe like, oh, there's just
with
he's
the
just
saw
messing.
blade.
Yep. So anyway,
I
cut
love
to the
his little
academy.
speech.
Yep. It was like, hey, so aim for the future, do your
And
best, listen to your heart. Also, here's a bunch of kids that are gonna be that you're gonna have to watch over now. Some of them look real fucking creepy.
yeah,
Like the one with the fucking eyebrows, or like the one that has like the dead eyes.
well, wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, yeah. They all look real fucking intense. And then we cut back
Yeah,
over to,
you got to figure out who Oma is next episode.
all right, I'm assuming this is gonna be a bad thing. So anyway, cut back over. We see Juichi has killed the one guy for betraying him, and he's like, yeah, this is just how things are. He picks up Jugo, wipes the blood off of him. They pack up and start leaving. Uh, he steals their car, and that's kind of the end of it, basically.
Yeah, just nearly runs over a couple of the members.
Yep,
They just find that guy's dead body.
yep, yeah. That was the episode. Unless there was like a an after credits I didn't see, but I don't think there was. So anyway,
No, not on this one.
yeah, there was a lot of payoff to this, but I also feel like the Academy story is still doing mostly setup. Like I feel like at this point, like Academy does pay off in episodes that Kiriko and Mario are doing setup, and vice versa. Whenever Kiriko and Maru have payoff, the Academy starts doing more setup.
Yeah, essentially.
Mhm. Which I mean, hey,
And
that's
that's really
smart.
going to come at a head here in episode 12.
Okay, I
Well,
think yeah, that's
actually,
smart.
part of next episode and then 12.
Makes sense. Again, it's smart to do it that way. That way, at any given moment, you're getting some sort of conclusion to a story while also setting up more story.
Great.
Yeah, that was the episode. I liked it a lot. I'm curious to see where things are gonna go. I have to assume by the end of this season, just based on the fact that Maru was born the year of the calamity or whatever,
Hmm.
and we are like kind of skipping through Tokyo's pregnancy a lot. Like she's going to give birth in the next couple of episodes, I assume, the next few episodes. We're gonna see what happened that caused the great disaster or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
essentially.
yeah. We're also gonna see Maru's birth. I'm assuming that we're going to also get the Maru and Kiruko reaching the academy. I don't know that for sure, but I think that would be like a nice payoff of when they reach it around the same time we see Maru being born. But I could be wrong on that one.
I won't let you get your hopes up on that one. I will let you know Maru and Kiriko do not reach the academy
Okay.
at the end of the season.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah. Other than that, we have all these new kids. They're creepy looking. I'm assuming we're gonna see some kind of weird shit with them too.
Yes, at least with one of them.
I was gonna say there's like 2 or 3 that gave me the creeps.
One is the one with the hair.
The
It
the, the spiky hair and like the very distinctive
Michika.
eyebrows.
Yeah, Michika is one I believe their name. Um, she's more, or I should say, they're um more relevant in the manga right now.
Okay. Yeah. Other than that, I'm curious to see where it's all gonna head. I'm in it for the story at this point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. With that, we will call this one. Any final thoughts, Josh?
Nope.
All right, cool.
On.
Then tune in next time. Bye bye.
Bye now.